Back on SportsCenter and back to The Last Dance. By '98, the fame of Jordan and the Bulls became all-encompassing and suffocating, which led the biggest fish in the fishbowl to seek refuge somewhere beyond the gaze of the world, as he shared in this behind-the-scenes moment.
I wouldn't want to be like Mike. It's an impossible task.
You know, this is not one of those lifestyles that you envy, you know, where you're confined to this room and ready for getting out of this life, you know. So you know when you get to that point, I'm there. And with no reservations at all, I'm there.
One big thing.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike. If you're old enough, you remember how it sounded. Chorus of little kids' voices dreaming about being MJ. Sometimes I dream that he is me. And the more you watch this Last Dance, the more you realize what came with the reality of being Michael Jordan. The get back was massive, obviously, but all the adoration and riches came with costs. Seeing as big a star as there was on the earth, alone in a hotel room, lying on a couch, smoking a cigar, saying he was ready to lead that life with no reservations was telling. So is the fact that he came back to it years later as a Washington Wizard. For someone who still so clearly holds grudges, who still wakes up looking for a fight, leaving the fishbowl existence wasn't as necessary as the need that led to it in the first place. To win everything at all costs. Feelings and friendships be damned. The list of those who fueled his competitive rage because they were compared to him or stood in his path or won an award he felt he should have won seems endless. Isaiah, Clyde Drexler, Charles, really anybody from that era. Jordan himself expressed concerns to the film's director that people wouldn't understand why he was so intense, that they would think he was a horrible guy, that they wouldn't understand it. I get why he was that way as a player. It was a means to an end. But it's never gone away. More than a decade ago, when he went into the Hall of Fame, you saw it and you heard it. Adrian Wojnarowski, then of Yahoo, called Jordan's speech petty and punitive. Woj quoted another Hall of Famer on that night. MJ was introduced as the greatest player ever, and he's still standing there trying to settle scores. The seeming lack of joy over what it earned him makes me wonder, in the end, if we'd want to be like Mike at all. But the more we see of this side of Jordan only adds to the appreciation of what he showed in February at Kobe Bryant's memorial service.
As I got to know him, I wanted to be the best big brother that I could be. Now he's got me. I don't have to look at another crime meme for the next. I told my wife I wasn't going to do this because I didn't want to see that for the next 3 or 4 years.
Through the tears, he showed something rare, something we honestly had never seen before, not like that. Sure, the humanity and the sense of humor at his own expense is fantastic, but that's not what I'm talking about. The guy who got ripped for trying to walk, talk, and chew gum like Jordan had earned the rarest of things. It earned Kobe Bryant the sincere and enduring respect of his idol, who described Bryant as a baby brother. Jordan in tears, as human as we have ever seen him. Did it mean somebody else won? Yes and no. Kobe won the respect that he craved, but so did MJ. Again, though in a totally different way, by peeling off all that armor in front of the world and letting people know it's in there. Brooks Koepka went head-to-head with Michael Jordan. Didn't turn out well for the multiple major champion. His story's next.